Good evening, and welcome to Riderpiece Theater. Me, Alistair Dayhawk. Tonight, I'm proud to present Kamen Rider Geats, Episode 8, The Tales of the Heroic Ninja. Wow, this is a bittersweet episode. And for those who already seen the episode, already knows why. And for those who haven't seen it, I strongly suggest you watch it before you start listening to what I have to say. But my God, what a proper send-off to such a great character. He will return. He will return, and with a new friend. But let me say this. I mean, Keiwa, as he is very gullible and can be deceived very easily, you have to admit he is very noble. He wants to do the right thing. He wants his friends to be happy, and he's willing to sacrifice himself in order to save others. And you've seen this in this episode. And it's very cool. Even Ace at the very end was praising his efforts. Even though, like, for me personally, as of right now, I'm not a Ace fan, not at all. I just find him to be a hypocrite, but at the same time, he's an expert strategist. He knows the tournament inside and out. It's just I don't like the fact he likes to use people. But then again, it's every writer for his or herself. He wants to win this tournament again in order to find his mom. But my question is, with how many tournaments he won so far and yet he couldn't find his mom? Like, what is going on? There's something deeper in this. So I'm curious if he does end up winning, which I think he will. What is his wish this time? I wish, his wish would have been like, I want to find my mom. Maybe he did the first time and it didn't work. But it's just, I'm curious, what is his wish this time? Since he wished to become a megastar, but the search for his mom, didn't really work. So he's going to do a different approach. So I'm curious. But in any case, Keiwa, he is very noble, very loyal, and he will go out in order to save his friends. And this is no obsession, or this is no obsession. I can't talk. I can't talk, guys, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. This is such a messy show. Okay, let's get on with the recap, shall we? So it begins as usual, the Keiwa Chronicles. Oh man, I just realized that now Keiwa is gone. There's no Keiwa Chronicles. Man, okay. So we see Keiwa in his injured state doing his chronicles, and then his sister interrupts him, again, because I realized, like, multiple times Sara always interrupts him while he was doing his chronicles. This time, however, is very serious because Sara is in danger. She is in the middle of this area that is infested by Squidwards and, of course, Green Giant. The final boss, the Green Giant, is attacking people. So she is wondering where the hell her brother is, and Keiwa's like, why are you asking? What's going on? Well, we're being attacked by monsters here. And Keiwa was like, okay, go somewhere safe. I'll come and get you. And of course, Keiwa in his weakened state, like, you gotta give kudos to him. Injured or not, he's willing to go into the battlefield and rescue his sister. So we get into the waiting lounge. They're waiting for the call. You see Neon practicing kicking the can, and you see this this awesome scene where she ends up kicking the wall, but ends up going bouncing from wall to wall until it hits Michinaga, and Ace like gave a nice, it's like, yeah, it's, Neon, that was good, and Michinaga's like, it's not good for me. And then you see Keiwa just gingerly trying to find the exit, and all three riders were like, what's going on? Like, you should be in bed. But Keiwa ends up, gingerly running out of the lounge, and then we receive the call that the Green Giant has attacked. So the four riders goes to the city. They transform. Keiwa leaves them behind trying to find his sister, while the other three riders are trying to save people and attacking Squidwards. And then, Michinaga attempts to attack Ace, and he wants the ninja buckle. So Ace and Michi are having their own mini fight, while Neon is doing all the legwork trying to save people. And then we get, the scene where Sara is cornered by two Squidwards. Luckily, Keiwa came in, destroys them, and poor Sara, like, she is shocked, but she's more shocked seeing her brother transform into this superhero and destroys two Squidwards, and ask, like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is this? And Keiwa is like, part of him wants to tell her what's going on, but if he tells his sister, hey, I'm a Kamen Rider, I'm a part of this tournament, blah 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 blah, Sumori is gonna jump in and say, you broke the rules, you're disqualified, and you're no longer a rider. But luckily there's chaos going around, so it's like Keiwa's like, I wish I could tell you, but now is not the right time. We need to get out of here. And Sara, in her attempt of stopping him, touches his ID core, and it triggers a very painful memory. And that memory was seeing her parents getting killed by these Squidwards. She couldn't do anything because this red barrier was coming between her and her parents. And she tells Keiwa the truth. Of course, Keiwa does not believe it to be so, because he was led to believe otherwise. And then, it was interrupted by two other Squidwards. Sara gets kidnapped. Keiwa is too weak to fight them off, and he is blacked out. All the while, Ace and Bufa is still fighting, and you see that awesome ending scene where Ace pins Michinaga down on the hood of the car and it breaks. And Neon was like, guys, the Green Giant is gone, and you two are fighting over a buckle? Yeah, thanks a lot. We missed our shot. Oh, man. So back at the waiting lounge, Keiwa wakes up, and you see Neon and Ace just watching over him, and you see the butler just tending to him, and tells the story about what happened, and pleads with the other writers, we need to do a team up. So, we could save people, save my sister, and at the same time, we could destroy the monster by kicking the can. Unfortunately, they just don't want to do a team up, because they're afraid if they do that, they're gonna miss their shot. Like, they're gonna miss their opportunity to kick the can and not have their wishes granted. And of course, I think, of course, Michinaga leaves, and then Neon, sad, but it's like, I want to help you, but I cannot help you. And Ace is doing his traditional pep talks, his heroic pep talks. And let me see, I wrote it here. So he says, no one's is at the wrong here. No one wants to sacrifice themselves for the rest of the world. And Keiwa replies, so is it okay as long as we sit pretty and sacrifice others? And Ace replies, why not ask that yourself? If your sister can be saved, if you two can be happy, would you care about the rest of the world? Do you see how entitled you are? If you want something, then fight for it. And that's the end. So what do you guys think about Ace's newest speech? Do you think that Keiwa is being entitled here, only thinking about saving his sister and the rest of the world be damned? I mean, I didn't took it that way, but I don't know. What do you guys think? For me, it requires a little bit more thought into it, because I don't know. Is Ace right? Is Ace right that Keiwa is entitled because of what he's doing? But I don't know. What do you guys think? So as you guys are thinking of that, we move on to, let's see, let me check the notes. Yes. So thanks to Ace's speech, Keiwa is determined now, and we go back to the city. They found the green giant, and then we get this scene where we get the green giant plant, and it has all the people that has been kidnapped, so they're going to be used as fuel for the can. So Keiwa has decided to use himself as bait again. So he calls out the green giant, hey, you want to fight me? Catch me, whatever. So he uses himself as bait, and Ace is like in the back, like, you're too nice for your own good, man. but all the riders figured out what he's trying to do. So the plan is have the green giant distracted while the others try to find the can and kick it. So you see Keiwa, running from the shots, and you see the riders holding up against the foot soldiers. And then, unfortunately for Keiwa, he gets caught up with the blast, and it looked like he was going to die. And then Ace tried to use the ninja buckle, but then it refuses him. The buckle leaves him and transforms Tycoon into his ninja form. So the ninja buckle saves Keiwa's life. And I have to admit, now Keiwa's new form is now complete. That's his original form. And you see him doing ninja things, running through buildings, trying to get the green giant's eye on him. And it was pretty cool. And you see him trying to attack the green giant here and there, but then this time when he uses his rider kick, it looked like he was going to attack the green giant. However, his attack was directly at the green giant plant. He ends up destroying it, releasing all the people the foot soldiers have kidnapped along with Keiwa's sister. And you see Keiwa just falling down, and he's just feeling happy that I did all of that I could. Now it's your turn. And then we lead to, the can. They found the can. And you see Ace and Michinaga doing a mini race. And Ace manages to kick the can, and it looked like the green giant was about to catch it. But thanks to Neon, out of nowhere, she kicks it further out of the Yamamoto area, and that's it. The can has disappeared. The green giant has disappeared. However, after it disappears, there's no announcement. Tsumori doesn't appear and announce who the winner is. So everybody is confused. However, Tsumori appears. Well, before that, Tycoon appears all tired, all worn out, and he, just like he's tired. And then Sumari appears. However, she announces that due to the risk of further injury, Keiwa is no longer going to be a part of the final round. So he is eliminated. And it's sad because I wanted him to make it to the final round. He is the type of character that never faltered, no matter what Ace or especially Michinaga thinks of him. He still remained true to himself. He went out in a blaze of glory. He went out as like, I'm so tired. Saving the world is not easy. He just like wants to go back home with his little sister and live out the rest of his life. And Ace comes in and pretty much like had like praised him, and I believe as well he pretty much told Keiwa that you have earned my respect. And of course, Keiwa was like, this sounds too good to be true. Like, are you lying? Are you tricking me right now? And typical Ace is like, I don't know, But I believe by the end of this episode, Ace has a huge amount of respect for him. Even though he tends to like trick him every now and then just to get ahead, but in this case, I believe he earns his respect. And he hands over the ninja buckle to Ace, has his final say, and he's just happy. He is tired, he's happy at the same time. Sad too that he cannot still be a part of it, but he did what he needed to do, and he saved his sister, and he is content, and he disappears. And Ace comes in, takes the paper ninja star, gives it to Sara, and tells her that do not worry, have faith in me, I will win this, I will change the world. Typical Ace style. And yeah, that's the end of this episode. So what do you guys think of the episode overall? Because for me, like, I wish Keiwa would have stayed. However, this episode is dedicated to him. He went out in the blaze of glory. He remained noble. He remained loyal, and he went out as a hero. And of course, in the next tournament, he will come back. He will come back, and with his sister. Mark my words. However, when it does happen, Keiwa is gonna have he's gonna have a very hard time dealing with this new situation, because not only he has to deal with the Squidwards, but also he has to deal with keeping Sara safe. So it's gonna be a double trouble for him, but let's see how he's gonna handle this situation. Monokuma, I'm guessing that he will return too with a vengeance. He's gonna be more dangerous than ever. And yeah, I think that's it. That's my take on it. So Keiwa did an awesome job, and he went out as a hero. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all I can say at the matter. So what do you guys think of the episode overall? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? And if you dislike it, what would you have changed? And my question to you guys is, did you like Keiwa's ending? And also, if you didn't like his ending, would you have preferred him to stay a little bit longer to the very end? For me, I would have preferred he have stayed until the very end. But that's just me. Any thoughts, comments, please write them in the comments below, and I'll be glad to answer any of your comments. And please, please give a like if you like it, and please subscribe. And for those who didn't like this recap, this review, thank you so much for making it to the finish line. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you all on the other side of Oblivion. A salute to Keiwa, one of the best Kamen Riders of this season, at least in my opinion. Alright, guys, Johnny! Thank you, Tycoon. Thank you, Keiwa.